6, 12, and 23, those are the years that this shoe released originally, then retroed for the first time, and now in 23, the second time. And honestly, I'm kind of shocked that they decided to retro this shoe again 11 years later, but still kind of crazy to see because it is a good colorway, but the last retro, honestly, I just remember when it released, it was not very good. But anyway, I want to show you guys a collection video of the 2012 pickups for the Jordan 4s. You can see the Thunder 4s here. And I know the lighting's really bad downstairs. I apologize.
This year?
Nah, wife. And these are the the bread 4s that came out recently. So which ones do you think are? Come show them what your favorite one is.
Come show me.
Yeah, just come up here and grab the one that you think is. She hates us. Those are your favorite ones out of the ones that we have down here?
I like cements.
You like the cements?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are some of my favorites. Okay, and then second favorite out of those ones. Those are your second favorite out of all of them down there?
Yep.
Alrighty. Quality was pretty terrible. Very mid at the very least. Sub-mid, I would say even. And then now in 23, we have the latest and greatest version of the same shoe that we've seen twice before. The Air Jordan 4 in the Thunder colorway. Notice the Jumpman on the back, not the Nike Air, which it shouldn't, honestly, because, again, they came out in 06. The original Air Jordan 4s came out in 89, so obviously 2006, they had the Jumpmans on the back. Then eventually Jordan Brand started retroing some of the pairs with the Nike Air branding on the back, some OGs and then some not. So it's kind of a mix, but I'm glad that they look very, very similar to the rest. The craziest thing about these shoes, though, is the quality and the materials immediately out of the box. I was like, okay. It's like the materials and the feel of this shoe comparison to the last retro, and I'm just going off of memory because I don't have them in hand anymore. They were terrible back then. These are significantly better. So very pleased with the results on these. I got the early access from Sneakers, which is one of the few things that I've got. I'm super sad because I actually got this SB4s, and I didn't see my early access, and so I didn't get them. Go figure. Any which way, I'm happy that I got these ones. I also have out here the Lightning 4s. So we have the package here complete. One thing I wanted to note as well, the boxes are completely different for the Thunder and Lightning. The Lightning one has a removable lid, as you can see here, the Flight and the Jumpman. This one has the black speckle splatter all over. It says Flight, and it is a flip-up style lid. The inside is yellow. But interesting that they ended up changing the box style between the two colorways. Just wanted to throw that out there for those wondering. Now, the Lightnings came out, I think, last year, right? Like, this is one of those colorways that is super, super fire. I remember when this pack originally came out, I wanted this colorway, and I totally did not get it. Then, this one was the one that was like, okay, it would have been cool to get that one too, but obviously the yellow one, they don't have too many full yellow sneakers like these back in the day. Then, they retroed this pair, but they never retroed this pair until more recently. So the Lightnings have only been retroed one time, so they've had 2 releases. The Thunders have had 3 releases, and this is the second retro. So fitting that they released the Thunder, I guess, since the Lightning already dropped last year. But I really wish they would have dropped them as a pack again. Maybe lower that MSRP a little bit. Honestly, I remember the day and age of the Jordan packs, and I liked those when they had them. A lot of people didn't really like them. The price points were a little bit too high, but I welcome them back. The collection series, that one was one of my favorites. I had quite a few of those, and I kind of regret getting rid of all of those. And just for those people wondering, this is not just a reverse colorway of the Lightnings. There's actually quite a few differences between these two. The first one that you'll notice right off the bat is the back tab being leather, which is kind of a special occasion on the Lightnings versus the Thunders that have the plastic back tab. Also, the outsole, the reverse side of the tongue, the logo, and the wings on the Lightnings are gray. They're not black. I know from some images it just looks black from being so far away, but when you see them up close, it's obviously gray. And then the mesh netting on the Lightnings are black. But on the Thunders, you do have yellow for the eyelets, the backing of the mesh, and then the obvious midsole, the reverse side of the tongue. So lots of little hits of yellow on the shoe, but it is definitely a different yellow than what we have on the Lightnings. The Lightnings is kind of more of a mustard sort of color for the primary on the upper, and this is a lot more vibrant. It's almost tour yellow or something. I don't know. Let me see what the box says. So yeah, it says tour yellow. These are tour yellow as well. So interesting that they're calling both of these tour yellow. The yellow is far and away different on both of the shoes. I will say the yellow on the liner of the Lightning and the yellow on the tongue of the Thunder are the same. So maybe that's why it says it's the same. I guess also on the backside of the netting, the yellow looks very similar as well. But this midsole is super bright, comparison to anything on the Lightning colorway. So just throwing that out there. I just wanted to pull up sneakers and see what they're saying about this product. Sometimes their descriptions are silly. Sometimes they're good. And I thought this one was releasing sooner, but it's coming out on the 13th of May. So giving you a little bit of an early preview. There's a lot of other YouTubers that have covered these, but you know, I just wanted to do my video. As I say, it's the Air Jordan 4 Thunder, $210 retail. That's killing me, man. I tweeted this out the other day. I really wish Jordan Retros are back down to 180. Retro ones down to 160. That'll make my day. Any which way, that's never gonna happen. But 210, at least you get nice quality materials on here. And I would say the fit for me is true to size. I like a 9.5, and I stick to a 9.5 in Air Jordan 4s. It says, don't get faked. The Air Jordan 4 Thunder is here for real. For real. Straight out the vault, the coveted colorway returns true to form. It has the same materials and flashy tour yellow accents that hooked sneakerheads back in '06. Plus original trimmings like bold Jumpman on the tongue and the famous wings that let you customize your lace setup. This ain't no knockoff. Get them while you can. Why are they stretching fakes so much in their description? I don't understand, because here's the thing, I'm sure you can find knockoffs of these. Unfortunately, because Nike doesn't do anything to stop the replica market. It's so frustrating to me that they don't do that. It's rampant on TikTok and everywhere else. And some of you guys might see my name associated with it's Heskick, not Heskicks, which is my name. Somebody stole, Andy Locust stole my name and is peddling retro fakes and fake sneakers all over the place. I can't get their business shut down. It's so frustrating because a lot of people just confuse my name now with his name, and I don't know. Any which way, that's a whole nother tangent. I could do a whole dedicated video to all of that, but I didn't want to bring too much light to the fact that there's somebody using my name for fakes out there, and some people are just getting it twisted, and I hate to see people getting stung. I get just so you guys know, I get constant DMs with people saying, hey, this is my order number. Like, where is my stuff? I sent you a money order or something like that. Where's this? What's the status? And so, like, I'm sure there's lots of people getting scammed left and right when they're ordering overseas and stuff. And ultimately, like, it sucks because my name's attached to it, and then people might be hating on me because they think I'm actually related or something to that business, and I'm 100% not, obviously. For those people that have watched the channel for a long time, you guys already know I don't mess with replicas, but it is what it is, and that's just unfortunately where things are. If anybody wants to help me get Andy Locust and the Heskick channel and stuff shut down, reach out to me and let me know. But anyways, back to the shoes. I'll tell you guys again, this is better than the retro from the previous time, and I think that they really did a great job on what they brought to the table this time. I actually really thought that the quality of the Lightnings were good as well. Some people may disagree. I'm not really sure. Leave a comment in the comment section on what you guys think about the quality, but overall materials look pretty decent on both of them. That being said, I will say that you pay $210 for a Jordan Retro. You get pretty decent materials on here. That's a plus. You pay $210 for a New Balance Retro, and the materials are far and away better than what you get from even the Jordan Retro at the same price point. The luster, the hype of the Jordan is there on this, the history on the colorway, which is something that I personally like. And then you have just a regular pair of New Balance that maybe have zero hype behind them, that are just really good. Ultimately, different strokes, different folks, different feet. It's okay. But on feet, I'll say, you know what? Personally for me, maybe you guys are different. I just really like the way an Air Jordan 4 feels on feet. I like the fact that there is a little bit of a stretchy strap that kind of holds the tongue into place. Gives you a little bit of security there as well, so you can wear your laces loose but still like have the looseness of the tongue. I never mess with the laces, although it would be fun to be able to just try lacing every single lace hole. I wonder what size shoelaces you'd have to lace every single lace hole on an Air Jordan 4. That'd be funny. But I really do like the Air Jordan 4 feel, the fit, the model is great, and it's one that has a lot of luster as well. It's probably one of the most, if not the most, coveted model of an Air Jordan out of any of them. And even the Air Jordan 1s, I feel like the Air Jordan 4 has by far and away like way bigger pairs of sneakers. The Carhartt 4s, the other Eminem 4s, the Undefeated 4s. Like, there's a whole bunch of Air Jordan 4s that are just astronomical in price. The Wahlburgers and Oregon shoes. There's a whole bunch of them. Anyway, which way, the 4s have quite a bit of luster. But do you think it's going to be peaking at any point? Because the 1s have already kind of peaked and saturated. Now Jordan Brand is releasing a lot of 4s here and there. Saturation can happen and price points can go up, and regular pairs and regular colorways of Air Jordans might just be sitting even in the Air Jordan 4 model. We'll see how the rest of the year goes, but my prediction is if they keep on mass producing the 4s the way they have been, some of the colorways aren't going to stick. They're going to outlets and stuff, which again is fine. I think that that's not a bad thing, because ultimately I love picking up a pair of retros at the outlet for a discounted price instead of the 210 retro price that I didn't want to pay anyway, paying that 150 price or something like that, and feeling good that I had a little bit of a hunt to get the shoe. It's always exciting. But what do you guys think about the Thunder and Lightning 4s? Do you guys like the pack together? Do you guys like them separately? Did you guys buy each of them? I personally think that if you're looking to buy these Lightning 4s, the price point is pretty expensive. The resale is pretty minimal. You might make $5 on them, to be honest, because once they actually release all these to the public, like even from the Nike sneakers, like early drop price to now, I mean, there's like maybe a $15 margin. So if you're buying them to flip, you're not going to make a lot of money unless you hold them long term. And even that, there's no guarantees. At the end of the day, it's a colorway I really like, and I was okay paying the price point just to have them. And ultimately, if you want to sell them, you could get your money back, but you're not really going to be making a lot of money off this one, I don't think, just because I'm assuming the quantities that they made are pretty significant. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you guys like the content, please drop a like on the video, and hopefully we'll see you back on my channel for some more content. All right, peace, guys.